Heyo. Perfect. Hello and welcome back to another stream, and I'm your host. I'll call it that. And I'm just gonna hear. I don't know what's going on anymore. That was a successful intro. How about I try that again? Hello and welcome back, my friends, to another. I alt tabbed. Instead of hitting F1, I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, I hit the Windows button. I don't know. Okay, this has been a mess, but hello and welcome to another exciting and adventure-packed stream with fires and trees. Oh yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed your weekend and, are just like chilling. And the stream is definitely not late. You are seeing things. It is definitely still 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. What have I done? I have done things and stuff and or things. Yeah. I'm kind of out of it right now. I don't know. My brain isn't working as it's supposed to. But I have added trees. In fact, I've added so many trees that I'm literally running out of leaves. And it may not look like a lot, but each of these trees takes at least 2 stacks. This particular one took 4. Or this one, I don't know. These big boys. And I really like the hanging tree vibes you get off of these. It just makes it feel more... I can't think of the right word. More like confined, more you're passing through a dense forest. That's what I'm trying to get at. Obviously I have 3 different tree trunk colors, 2 different leaf colors in here. I'm not going to add spruce because pine trees generally grow with other pine trees, not necessarily with trees like these. And I added lanterns in all the trees because I feel like it's a way to add lighting without having these abominations everywhere. And I do have a gap here, which I want to put something in. I'm thinking either a shack or a shack and like a wagon over here, or something like that. But if you have any ideas, you're welcome to state them, suggest them. I see trees of green, red roses too. Actually, I lie, I don't see red roses. I've also added some of the blocks I normally add around trees. I think I added, it's like underneath that tree especially. I usually add podzol and coarse grass, or coarse dirt rather, because trees, when they're densely packed, kill undergrowth pretty well, because the undergrowth doesn't receive enough light. These trees aren't super densely packed, so there's only some spots, and I like the vibes it's giving off. Some boulders. I don't remember what I was doing last time, but this is how it looks. That was quite the yawn. If I sound tired, or if my voice sounds different than usual, I may have fallen asleep, dozed off for half an hour, so it happens. I do need to get bone meal. In fact, I have bone meal around here somewhere. I'm like 80% sure. Somewhere. And I need to start adding in little plants and smaller trees and all that fun nonsense because, yeah. Okay, bones. Good enough. Bone blocks. Even better. Let me actually... I have an ender chest. Can you believe that? in my ender chest, I have ender chests. I haven't done anything with brick recently, though. That could be useful. Alright. We are going to bring the ender chest with us because we need it. And look at that. It's terrible timing. It's turning to night. Let's get flowers and bits because it might have some useful things. Wool because reasons. Definitely my stone. This is what happens when I build things. It just ends up with a pile of shulker boxes. And yeah, so green carpet, that's what I needed there. Let me, I need to get more leaves. This is all the birch leaves I have. I think I have more oak leaves, but like, it's not enough. I need to go and de-leave some forests. Overall, I'm not like 100% wowed by these trees, but I like them enough to keep them, and that's all that matters. So, what do we have here? Anything else? Terracotta. No. Pink dyes? Nope. This one? Definitely. Tools. Precious box. I can deposit some emeralds. Here, I'll even craft them into blocks for my future self. Alright. Let me put that away. Alright. So the reason I have this is you've seen it before down there. For two particular reasons. One is a way to hide light, and another is to add a bit of terrain variation. What I mean by that is that it just adds a little bit more depth. Oh, so that was a terrible spot for it. How about we go like right here? And another thing it does is on it exposes some dirt. Obviously it wouldn't matter, but I have connected textures or fancy dirt. I don't even know what Optifine calls it. But it changes it to this, and you just want some of that sometimes. You just want to see some different colors. Maybe put one here. Usually I do this when I'm in F3, but I can't be bothered. And when there are situations like this, which is the problem with only doing one layer of dirt and grass, if you ever do large terraforming projects, always go too deep. Is if you put it on the side, the smoke will emit, and I don't want my grass to be smoking. I mean, it sounds like fun, but oh so unrealistic and dangerous. Ta-da! We can get rid of, and this is how I get rid of my torch spam. I just go where it's a bit dim and gloomy, and I just definitely didn't mess that up. And I usually end up with a net profit of torches when I do this because, again, torch spam, you just like those two are ridiculously close. What's on the other side of the island with that grid pattern that Not Bubbles did? That is less torch spam and more just waiting for proper light sources. Over here, it's just mayhem. Oh, so the path just ends. But we don't talk about that. And yeah, I'm just gonna do some of this, some of that, you know how it is. And if you collect all of this dirt that you break, and you know, I'm gonna demonstrate it right in here. If you jump down, if it falls in the hole and you jump it down, you know, you'll have a block to fill in that gap. If you're stupid like me. I'm not making much sense right now. I'm aware. Don't worry. I'm just mildly crazy. And in situations like this, I usually put glowstone. Let's go over here. I need to get trading with some, what are they called? Piglins. Ooh, I've got to do that. I've got to do that. I've got to finish the thingy-majigger over in the nether. There we go. That is usually what I do in these situations. Again, unless you're looking directly at it, you won't really catch it. But it's just another way to hide light. It's really popular and common technique. I don't think any of this is rocket science. I wish it was, because then I'd be a genius and actually make money. Oops. Anyway, we are just doing some fancy terraforming. We're going to get rid of all the torches in this area, which means that things can and will spawn. And I do like the look of having dark spots. I just don't like dealing with mobs. Like that one. Well, that one actually isn't really bad, because Endermen can't grief this world. It's that one that can. And I'm not a big fan of getting griefed by mobs. That's why Mycelium Islands are so amazing. Or what are they called? Mushroom? I don't know. Just random spots dotted throughout. And occasionally you come up like that. Okay. That didn't work. Yes. Third time the charm. Because you don't want it to be lower than 8. And yeah, so again, common Minecraft knowledge. I'm just being clever. I don't know. What I should do is I should stick one right here. And then there is a rock. I just have my texture blocks, like whatchamacallit, some andesite. Okay, focus on one thing at a time. And I won't know. Okay, you must have spawned some over here. That was the wrong block to break. Maybe, I don't know. Let's fly. Smack into trees. Are these flight duration? Okay, they are ones. I'm like, it seems like a long flight duration for just one. So I want to go all the way across the river. One thing I did add to this river, which does need a little bit of work, is I added stone bits in there. Because this is a mountainous island, I suppose. So there is going to be a lot of stone, because that's how this island would have been formed, with the mountain just coming up and then, you know, land mass and all that. So there is going to be stone underneath the dirt, you know. Geology. I don't know. I'm not a geologist. Nor do I claim to be one. So I'm going to focus over here first, and I will occasionally look at the especially dark block spots. Make sure that there is no spots that are 7 like this block. And what that means is I should come along like this and actually break that block, and then this one should be 7. Okay, I lost my place. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to worry about this side too much, because it doesn't have any of, well, it's got one tree in it. We're going to focus on this side and make sure it's all spawn proof, and then all detailed, and then we'll have to put trees on the other side. Because trees. So like over here, there's a torch. That's why it was so high. Yeah, there's not nearly enough block light over here. Dude. No, place. There we go. And over here, was I going to add a tree? If I was going to add a tree, it would be more back that way. Not right next to the bridge. So, with that being said, that means we can come in right around here. That annoys me. Okay. Fly out of the hole. Also, when these trees the design for trees I'm using, which by the way is my own design, I'm very clever. Trees are very hard to do, and I copyrighted them because I can copyright trees. That was sarcasm. I just thought I'd clarify because sometimes y'all can't tell when I'm actually being sarcastic. Sometimes it's hilarious, but also frustrating. Which is not the story of my life. Life doesn't have to be frustrating. Only if you make it frustrating. All right, let's break this. Enough weird philosophical conversation. Okay. That is not what I wanted to do, but okay. There we go. And in here, we have a bunch of 8. Okay, these blocks need some love. And if I do put a shack here, it will definitely have lights of its own. We just want to make sure that's all not spawnable. Along here, underneath the lanterns, going along the edge, you get into blocks that do need to be lit up. And right here, this block. Man, how annoying is that? Can I go over? Yes, I can. And this one right here. Maybe I will change. Do I have... That's not useful. Ooh, I should like go like this, and then like this, and then like add some messy stuff. That's gonna make a mess down there. There we go. Where did I put my shulker box? Okay. See, it would be so nice if this just magically all did itself and I didn't have to do this. But, you know, where's the fun in that? Life is about accomplishments. Not really. Part of life is about accomplishments. If you don't ever do anything for yourself, what do you actually accomplish? Alright, I don't think I need the wool one out. One thing I do like to do is put my stuff away when I don't need it. I got this because I love the barrel texture. Barrel texture is the best thing. I'm not going to say the best texture in Minecraft because that's obviously cyan anything. I'm not biased, you're biased. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm just going along and I'm going to put these in random spots. That way we can add flowers, but make it look, because of all the lanterns, it very much looks like a maintained forest. So, you know, humans are maintaining this, and we put flowers around, and then we put you know, well, we put flowers around in flower pots. It makes it look like somebody comes along and it spruces up the place. Which would be a great joke if there's spruce around here, but there really isn't. I find that funny. Spruce is like the wood I use almost all the time. It's it is my favorite wood type in Minecraft, and there is absolutely none of it in this area. We can go along to this one now, because I'm pretty confident in our lights and the fact that all of this is nice and lit up, except for over here where this tree isn't finished. There we go. Ta-da. Ta-da. I need to run along the, oh, look, a torch. See, that's what you find. You find random torches. Like this one. These trees are probably going to be too close together. But there's only one way to find out. It's to place trees down. This is the edge that's going to, yep, right here. As I suspected. And we just want to keep to the very edge. Make sure it's 8. Torch. Right, there's supposed to be another tree here. Well, shucks. Alright, I guess I gotta place that tree. For now, I'll place a torch down as a reminder. But, you know, I probably won't realize. It's also a way to make sure that if I forget about it, nothing spawns there. And I probably will forget about it because that's the way I am. Right. Another thing I've been doing, okay, and I don't know if you noticed, is I've been pulling the grass up a bit onto the mountain slope, just because mountains in real life, I don't believe just end in a solid straight line of stone. It's not like someone just took an ice cream cone and inverted it and stuck it on the ground. It shouldn't be like that. It should be like someone took an ice cream cone, inverted it, and stuck it into the ground really hard. If that made sense to any of you. Let's see. Stone, stone, stone. We put the stone away. Andesite away. What's next? The next step is to add beautiful... Ooh. I honestly forgot these things existed, and they just look so good. Okay. They're like cobwebs. I don't regret this when they start perking me when I walk through this area, but like, it's a pretty little berry bush. Just scatter them about. No, I don't need to eat you. Nothing in this area because, again, I'm gonna make something there. Chicken has spawned. There we go. So, how many do you get off of this? 2. Okay. Don't want to go too crazy with them. I love the way they look when they're in their infant stage. It's just kind of like a fern. It's a different color to add to your mix. You know, okay. Well, I spammed about plenty of them. Let's add a couple of mushrooms. Definitely some dead bushes where somebody wasn't doing their job. We need some of that, some string. Blue. We already have a bit of red. This color. Okay, so like, we'll add a dead bush. we'll add a dead bush here and there, like it's a dead sapling or something like that. And red mushrooms, great. Look great in flower pots. We also want to add some blue. Maybe this one, we'll add a purple leaf flower. Dead bush. Feeling more blue. Mushroom. Bamboo. Did I miss a flower pot? I sure did. It's just a little bit of color mixed in. Because when I have grass grown, I do not like the flowers that randomly generated them. I remove them. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't sit well with me. I need to probably sleep, but I want to see what this looks like, if there's any visible dark areas. Like, this is darker than most, but it's well within the light limit. This area, there is one block in here. Where is it? This one. Okay. All right, that's looking better already. See, 25 minutes in and we've already added a whole bunch of little things. Now, speaking of small things, should I add small trees? Questions. You know what I should do? I should make another type of tree. And right over here where we need a tree. Where's my axe? There it is. So unlike my other trees, which kind of go like at weird angles, this one is going to be literally straight. And unlike all the rest, I'm going to strip the bark. This is adventurous and bold. Okay, I might end up regretting putting the bushes down. Alright, so we got that. What sort of leaf should we use? I'm thinking... should we do the jungle oak mix, or should we do like that? I'm thinking we should do some birch. Okay. Hello? He's gotta be beneath us. That water probably knocked out a bunch of torches. There we go. Alright. I've never built a tree that looked quite like this, what I'm picturing in my mind. So, what we want to do is make a weird kind of squarish shape. kind of like this. Whoa, close. Okay. This is difficult. What an ugly looking zombie. I don't know if I'm pulling off this look quite right, but I hope I am. Because these are much simpler to make, but they just take so many leaves. Where's my fireworks? Okay, okay, let's find a... This looks like a good enough landing spot. Okay, not gonna lie, I really like that a lot. It's not as bright as the other trees because it doesn't have hanging lanterns, but I think that looks pretty good. This is what this looks like with default trees, which are a bit easier to see, by the way. It definitely looks more dense and compact. But yeah, man. Probably should have not been on the edge because it's significantly taller than most of them. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't change it now. Not going to change it now. Rather, I could always change stuff. It's whether or not I want to and if it's worth it. And I don't think it'll be worth it. Do I have another spot for one of them over here? Maybe. How many leaves? Okay. That ate up 3 stacks of leaves pretty effectively. I think I'll put one of those right along here. Do they look like what they're called? What are they called? Almost like poplars. I think. Is that the right tree that I'm thinking about? Yes and no. Actually, yes, I'm pretty sure. Kind of like cypress trees, kind of like poplar trees. That's what I take from that. Okay. Can I take down my scaffolding? That would be much helpful. And then let's finish up some of these rock and boulders and things. like this one. Hey, we could add one right there. So there's a tree there. Yeah, I think actually that those look more like cypress trees. I don't know anymore though. Let me go and see if I have any leaves in my storage. I run out of resources so much so that I really don't use half of these chests. I have a decent amount of grass, some podzol, dirt. I have a lot of dirt, and look, another thing of dirt. That's actually quite useful. I did not gather that dirt. Not Bubbles did. And for that, I am very grateful. Let me put those away because I'm down here. Is there anything that would be good, like headwise for the woods? That sounds so weird. No. What do I hear? Also no. What do I hear? Yes. Is that like, let's grab like 2 of those. And, a melon, that would be good. That's a coal block. Ooh, maybe some of these baby logs? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things that could go well together. Like, this is my wood situation. I have this much oak wood, that much birch wood, and not even 3 stacks of jungle. Of course, I do have a shulker box over there, but it's not much more. And that's how much crimson I have, and yeah, I just don't really have a lot of stuff right now. Bursgoyne, though, I have a handful. Which reminds me that farm has to get worked on. Pouty boys. What did I even come down here for? Leaves. Leaves are over here. Nope. Nope. I have less than, just under a shulker worth of oak leaves. So I can at least do that many trees. I need to go find a forest and just start destroying it. Ooh, beehives. These are empty, obviously. Those are a good decorative block, actually. And they're cheap to make. I need to set up a bee farm again, because that'd be useful. You know, it's mostly for blocks like this. I want the honeycomb. But having honey on hand isn't bad. Like, I think that I have a lot of sand, I think, is what I have a lot of. Even then, I only have 7 double chests of sand. And 3.5 of gravel, andesite, not even a full one. Cobblestone. Hey, I actually have cobblestone. And so I have 5 chests of cobblestone, 5.5. Smooth stone, not even 1.5. I am poor on resources. Did I put these in my glowy box? I probably should. This is redundant if I have the wart with the crimson, but you know what? It's gonna stay like that. There's so many farms I have yet to build. Anyway, potato. Why is this representing those? How about I use a golden apple? There we go. Anything else I should put away? Nope. Let me... Looking better already. Just making sure it's updating. Yeah, definitely one more tree there. Maybe a tree in there. And And there's a tree right there, so damn. More trees are necessary. I like the interior of this house. Exterior, I mean, except for that, it looks decent. I'm not a big fan of that hot tub. I don't know if you know this, but I'm just not a big fan of that hot tub design. I have come with many things. For one, I hate that, but it's gonna stay now. Like, there'll be a melon. Like, okay, why did you place like that? Melon like that. Maybe some little chests just off the road. Maybe one here. Or somebody would store some tools. And maybe back here. Maybe we need a workstation. We do need a workstation. Trap doors. Yeah, I'm not very well off on the wood front. So right in here, I was thinking about adding a wagon. I might still. But I'm thinking... maybe... like adding in some barrels and stuff right there, that would work. Okay, and then we can like add a lantern here. On the other side, we should have a flower pot. And what should we put on the flower pot? How about an orange tulip? Whoops. And it's just standing right offside the road, you know. You would make it look better. Grabbing some of this stuff. There we go. Like, this is a pretty decently trafficked area, so it makes sense for the grass to be trampled and die. At least in my mind. I don't know. Think I've said this before, but I'm not the greatest person for rationalizing things. Maybe we should come over like, no, and make it a little bit of an L shape. In which case we should move this to the front pillar. And what can we put there? That would be a bit different. Maybe a furnace. Maybe a furnace will work. Would a furnace work? Yeah, maybe a crafting table. Maybe. Oops. One of those. Ta-da. I kind of like that. Do I have... Let's put the sea lanterns in with the rest of the glowy things. Torches, I'll keep the lanterns because I may place some more. Definitely beehives. And put that in there for now. Spruce trapdoors. There we go. Just, you know, adding to that. Not everywhere is going to be covered with grass like this, obviously. But I just want to run around real quick. Spam some of this and then come back through and remove flowers and too much grass. There's a lot more flowers than I would like to see. And apparently there's not enough light around here. Alright, let's go through. Generally, what I'm doing is I'm making sure that there's not large clumps. And then towards the front, I don't want too many of these. And like I previously said, no flowers whatsoever. Because I just... It can work, it's just not my style. And if you terraform and you have leave flowers in, that's perfectly fine because it's your choice. I choose not to because I feel I like the way it looks better, and I feel it helps with my style a bit more. But I mean, if you want to terraform and leave flowers and you know all that fun stuff, go ahead. The world is colorful. Being colorful isn't a problem. One thing I especially don't like is when there's a bunch of tall grass right next to each other, like all up in each other's faces. Almost got away, Poppy. But almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and tactical nukes. And I just gotta keep going. This is why it's kind of time consuming to make things look really nice. Because you could just come along and spam bone meal, and I guess you could do that. But when you remove some of the grass, it makes it feel, I don't know. It makes it feel less forced, like you didn't just force something to grow, like it was there naturally. Almost as if it generated just that way. Which, obviously, this island did not generate like this. If it did, I would be the luckiest Minecraft player alive. But, you know, you gotta sometimes make it feel like you could generate like that. Alright, last checks for flowers. Erroneously around. With that, it's almost perfectly done. I say almost because I need to actually grab one of these. One of these. One of these. And run back over here where it's super dark. And lethal. Which is just along here, right? Well, there's a 7 block here. But there was a place that was darker than that. Was it along here? No. Alright, just need to finish up that block, that rock. And then this landscaping is done. Except for adding that in. No, how about like that? Just, you know, make a bit of a messy rock. And I think I might add 1 or 2 more trees in here, but I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. Okay. That looks weird. That is brought to life quite well. Imperfections in the ground. Life. Only one torch remains. Yep, just gonna add the shack, some more trees, and it'll be perfect. However, I can't add trees until I go and get resources, which is such an exciting prospect. Like, I'm just so excited to go and do that. So anyway, I'm going to end it here because, you know, I've kind of been streaming to myself for the last hour. If you enjoyed, if anyone ever watches this, I hope you hit the like button and subscribe to see more and ring the bell so you get notified when I go live. And yeah, with that, I gotta say, poppies are ugly.